Welcome friends, and thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Melody and welcome to my Simple Valley home. In today's video, we are going to be doing my fall home tour. Just in time for the holiday season, the house is already starting to feel warm and cozy. I'm going to be taking you throughout my home, sharing each cozy space with you, including the spaces that we have decorated together. If you guys have missed those videos, I will leave them in the description box down below. But the other areas I decorated, I'm so excited for you guys to see. I brought more of those antique vibes mixed with natural elements. So grab yourself a hot drink, relax, and let's start the tour. When my guests arrive, I want them to feel welcome. I want them to feel as if they are home. And the number one thing that I am sharing with you guys is making a feeling of home by using all your favorite things in your entryway. Using a personal touch in this space, especially to create home, is definitely warm lighting, a beautiful glass pumpkin, and a visual artwork to look at, and of course, a good smelling candle. When we decorated this space together, I really wanted to bring something that was just like a warm hug. And I'm so happy that I was able to thrift all these items to make it budget friendly and also give you guys ideas on how to shop your home and just make it feel the space that you want to have in your home, lived in and just well loved. If you guys are new here, welcome. Again, my name is Melody and welcome to my channel. I am so happy that you guys stopped by. We decorated this space this year along with my dining room table and my little cottage shelf. I will leave that video in the description box down below. But on my channel, I love to do decor that brings you joy. I love to antique and thrift shop. I do it on a budget-friendly way by making my house feel eclectic with a little bit of cottage core mixed with a touch of farmhouse. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you definitely like these types of videos, give this video a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and continue on this fall home tour. Moving to my dining room, the space is going to be used the most for all those family gatherings, Christmas and Thanksgiving. My goal is to make this space feel as relaxed as possible. To do that, I recently thrifted these beautiful lamp shades from Goodwill. I love the ambiance that it brings to this space. Now, my living room is definitely one of my favorite spaces to decorate, especially for the holiday season. My favorite all-time place in that living room is my fireplace mantle. And this year, I wanted to use floral in an unexpected way and just give it a little bit more elevated than your usual fireplace mantle. For my fireplace mantle, I wanted to carry on those dried elements in this space, and I saw these leaves from Hobby Lobby and I knew immediately I had to make a garland that was visually interesting. So I took all these stems that I got from Hobby Lobby, connected it to the mirror with a command hook. I'll leave them in the description box down below. But when you're doing your florals, you want to make sure that you have everything mixed in to make it look as realistic as possible. So these orange dried leaves from Joann's definitely did the trick, and the berries came from my local nursery. I harvested some hydrangeas from my neighbor, and I wanted to add a touch of sparkle to this space, so bringing in those amber pumpkins that I've had for years and just added a little bit of ambiance by using these beautiful lights. When I'm decorating my living room, I want to make sure I fill this space with everything that is well loved and just brings a sense of home. And I love to thrift. And one thing that I am sharing with you guys that I'm so excited to share is definitely my new favorite cottage core chair that I got from Facebook Market. Now, when I brought this chair in my newfound space, I wasn't sure about it just because of the pattern, but once I got it here, I am so excited that I picked it up because it just brings me so much joy with this grandma millennial pattern. And it's so sweet and precious, and I definitely do a lot of editing in this space. It was definitely a good find. I wanted to add more texture to this space, so I saw this gorgeous pillow from Amazon. I'll leave it in the description box down below. I love how it mimics a sweater. Moving towards my living room, I am such a sucker for vignettes, and I definitely had to add one on my coffee table. My newfound love is red and white transferware. I got this beautiful transferware recently from Brass Armadillo, and I also went thrifting again and decided to add more elements to scream fall, and amber glass is one of them. I picked it up from Goodwill, just simply added some potpourri in there along with the candle from Hobby Lobby. I wanted to add some texture, so I have this table runner that is a family heirloom that's a recent gift from my mother. I love using those heirlooms in my home. And again, adding more amber glass by using this beautiful acorn dish that I got from Prairie and Bloom. For my pillows this year on my couch, I shopped my home and added a couple new ones from Home Goods and Amazon. I will leave them in the description box down below. But my new one from Home Goods is absolutely perfection. I could not get enough of the ruffle detail and adding that perfect pop of orange to this space. Now, when I say shop my home, I used this pillow that I used for summertime. The colors to me still scream fall, and yet they are still bringing that cottage feel. To pair with that pillow, I just added some simple plaid. I am using the Red Theory this year, that pop of something, and so definitely that plaid added that. This harvest pillow I've had for years. I believe I got it from Joann's, and the mustard color pillow is from Amazon. I love the ruffle detail. I'll leave it in the description box down below. One of my favorite spaces that we decorated together for fall was this little side table. It turned out so pretty and we just love having it in my home. It was a gift from my girlfriend Ashley. She saw it in her neighborhood and immediately thought of me, and I could not be more thankful. If you have missed that video, I'll leave it in the description box down below, but we decorated this space and also my buffet. We DIY'd this little top here, this little side table, because it was in a little rough shape. We used Restore Finish. We also made a Mod Podge pumpkin and also a DIY candle. It was so much fun to add elements of coziness along with antiques and of course more of those dried elements. It's not always easy to have a new build and add that personal touch of cottagecore elements, but when you thrift a beautiful shelf, it did just that. I loved it. It was $7 and it was the perfect little thing to add to this little space, just to create a little extra moment right before you head into my kitchen. I'm always on the hunt for a good blanket, and this one I got from Junk Stock this year. I went to their fall market. That video will be coming out fairly soon. I'm so excited for you guys to see all those amazing antiques. It was definitely a good one, but we got that beautiful blanket for $10. Me and my mom went shopping together and it was definitely a score. Now, my favorite antique piece in my home is definitely my buffet. I got this beautiful piece for $200 from a secondhand store and am not regretting one bit of taking it home with me. It is just stunning in person. It is so much fun to decorate for the holiday season, and I definitely wanted to go a little bit extra with height and light in this space. I still kept my $5 lamp that I got from Grandpa's Barn garage sale, and I spray painted it Aura Bronze by Bear. But if you guys are curious on how I decorated this buffet, I will leave it in the description box down below. But putting together this beautiful little pumpkin patch and also adding more of my thrifted antique inspired items definitely made this space feel extra special. I've had my home for quite some time, and slowly I've been adding family heirlooms to my space because I just want my home to feel like family. Where I house all these family heirlooms is this little cabinet. I have had it for quite some time, and I am so happy that I'm able to share all my tips and tricks with you guys for the holiday season or any season on how to decorate this little space. If you guys have missed that video, I'll leave it in the description box down below. But I picked an item that just made it look a little bit more antique, and so I decided to collect all my silver that I've had throughout the years, my family heirlooms and things that I have thrifted. I also added some Hobby Lobby pieces here and there. I added more fall elements such as dried florals and pine cones, and of course I had to add something different that just made it a little bit fun, and that was those pheasant feathers. Welcome to my kitchen. When I was designing my home, I wanted my kitchen to feel like an old farmhouse. I wanted it to be full of vintage charm. I'm always a sucker for putting a good smelling candle in my kitchen, and making these little vignettes in this space is definitely so much fun. I really shop my home, guys. I made sure that I wanted to feel very family oriented. So I used this cutting board that I've had quite some time. I used that beautiful brown vessel that I got from Goodwill that I shared with you guys in my fall haul. If you missed that video, I'll leave it in the description box down below. But adding more of those dried elements from my neighbor's hydrangeas definitely brought this space together. Now off my island is definitely a little area that I love to put all my little favorite things, and so I'm going to be sharing with you guys each of these little vignettes throughout my kitchen. My first little space is always my go-to. I love to add art in my kitchen, and this little area is, I'm always switching out the prints. This print is from Etsy. It's actually from McKenna. If you guys follow her YouTube channel, you definitely should. Her mother paints, and so I got this beautiful little print from Etsy. I'll leave it in the description box down below. But I simply added this cute little vessel that I got from my girlfriend along with a little pumpkin. Moving above my stove, I collect copper. I love copper. It is definitely a hunt to find these pieces, and I'm always looking for them. I added them on this cool magnetized little rack. I shared this in my spring decorate with me video. I will leave it in the description box down below on how I put this together, but it's definitely my favorite space in my kitchen. I just love the warmth that the copper brings to this space. My next little area is a recent find that I got from Goodwill, these cute little salt and pepper shakers. For each holiday season, I always try to add something fun, and salt and pepper shakers are the easiest and most inexpensive way to add that pop of something to your space. Now, my little scale is another go-to area that I like to decorate, and I carried on the copper with this thrifted vessel that I've had for quite some time, and I just carried on the pumpkins in this space. The greenery is from my local nursery. Guys, if you have a local nursery, you never know that you can get some really good and expensive greenery, and most likely it's very realistic. I added more of those doilies that I had carried throughout my home, and along with some cookbooks. My next go-to is adding wreaths on my hood vent, and this secondhand one that I got from Goodwill is perfect. It was very simple. I didn't want too much going on in this space, so I added just a simple crushed velvet bow that I got from Hobby Lobby. Off to my kitchen is this little hook station that I've created. I knew when I was building this space was perfect for it. I got it from Walmart. I'll leave it in the description box down below. But I still wanted to carry on those fall feels over in this space. This thrifted basket carries on these beautiful florals that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I wanted to add more antique inspired elements by using this McCoy picture that I recently got from Walnut, Iowa. It was so much fun shopping there. If you missed that video, I'll leave it in the description box down below. I also added this beautiful apron that I got from my mom. She got it from a craft fair, and I just absolutely adore the primitive colors. This print is from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you guys recognize it. I've actually attached it to this wall by using Velcro command strips. And my newfound find that I got also from Junk Stock this year at the fall was more of those copper pots. I love these. Now, in every kitchen, there is a coffee station, and we all need our warm drinks for this upcoming holiday season. And so I set up this coffee station just to carry on those fall feels by using vintage touches. This gorgeous vessel I got from Walnut, Iowa. I absolutely adore the bird, and I carried more of those red and white transferware. This little teacup came from Goodwill. Now, my favorite find that I got from Walnut, Iowa is this gorgeous oil painting. I just absolutely love the colors that it brings to this space, and it was such a steal at $18. And the final touch is adding lighting for ambiance, and this $5 little lamp did the trick. Now, heading to the final space of my fall home tour is the powder room, but first I want to share with you guys this little wreath that I ended up making over leftover items that I had for fall. When I was putting this wreath together, I wanted to bring in the same feeling that I had in the kitchen and also my buffet. So I used the same items of my bittersweet and grapevine. The only thing I wish that I used a little bit more bittersweet, but you know what? Hey, whatever was left over, I used. In my powder room, I mostly used what I have. The only thing that I added brand new in this space was my soap and my little hand towel. I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time and watching my fall home tour today. I hope you and your family have a blessed and happy upcoming holiday season. If you guys have any questions on any of my vignettes or decor, please leave a comment down below, or you can visit me on my Instagram page at My Simple Valley Home. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.